Alright, so this is going to be maybe a controversial video. Not in a bad way, but this video will probably be called, I don't know what to call this video. Maybe what's wrong with Desmond, or Desmond is not annoying. Because I want to know why Desmond is annoying. Because to me, he's not. And people say, the worst part of Assassin's Creed is the Animus and, Desmond, because, it takes you out of that experience. People just want it in that, that immersion in that world. To me, but I've always really liked the fact that, I've always really liked the Animus, and I've always really liked Desmond, and I personally think Desmond's missions are highlights because they're really cool. I really like this stuff. Now, obviously, this is spoilers. I think this is the last Desmond mission, and it's really cool because I firstly think Assassin's Creed 3's Desmond missions are probably the best because you get to see more and more. It's really cool. It's just cool to see Assassin's Creed in present. And Desmond, people say Desmond's whiny, annoying. I don't know. When does he like in Assassin's Creed 3, he whines like once, and it's completely understandable. I'm pretty sure most people would act maybe, like he has a bit of a nervous, Assassin's Creed 3 has a little bit of a breakdown, and he has an argument with his father. That's not whining. He's just like, the pressure just got to him a little bit, and I really don't understand. He's not whiny. Connor's not whiny either. Connor, people hate Connor. Connor's not bad. Connor's a really interesting character. He's just not that lovable, cocky Italian Ezio I think that everyone liked. But I really want to know why people say Desmond's annoying. First of all, obviously Desmond missions are great. They're really good fun. They're really cool. It's just cool to see the Assassin's Creed combat and in the future, in present time, and just the world in present time. It's just cool to see it in present time. And people say, they just want the Connor bit. They just want the Ezio bit. They don't want Desmond. They don't want the Animus. They don't want that. I personally think that's so interesting. I love the fact that the story. I mean, I don't want to say it's complicated because people could probably say no, it's not complicated, blah blah blah. But to me, it kind of seems. I like the fact that you got Minerva, you got Juno, you got this end of the world plot. It's really interesting to me, and I love games that just have these crazy stories, like that, and it's. Obviously you do these Desmond missions to get the cubes, and to me it's so interesting. I love the story. The best part of this game for me is the story. I love, you get those cubes and you unlock a bit more of the area at the main base, and it's so interesting. I love the backstory of Juno and Minerva, and I personally really like it, and it's really cool. I tell you, I'm gonna be sad if there isn't like these present time bits in Assassin's Creed 4. They've already said in Assassin's Creed 4 you're gonna be playing as a Sturgo researcher. Anyone can use the Animus now. I want future parts. I hope they have these still Animus, because it's always been, because isn't like the very first part of like Assassin's Creed playing in the present time, and people were like, it's always been a part of the series, and I've always really liked it. And the thing is, I always liked it to start with, and I've just I can't really think the words. But even if I didn't like it, I think you have to accept that it is, because it's always like this, and it's the story it's telling, and I like the story it's telling. I like the present. So let's have a look.
Hand over your weapons and come with me, sir. I can
And
show
hang on,
myself.
anyway, how
Thanks for
can
the offer.
Nolan North is not annoying? Nolan North is not annoying.
Mr. Miles.
Then let me through.
Subdue the subject, please.
I mean, I personally loved these training missions in Assassin's Creed 2, even though there was only a couple, and I loved the bits in Brotherhood, and I even enjoyed the bits in Revelations because it's different. I like that. Desmond isn't annoying. Like, he whines like once. In Assassin's Creed 1, he whines because he was kidnapped. Like, you know, I don't remember. I played Assassin's Creed 1 a long time ago, but I believe he did whine a bit in Assassin's Creed 1. But you have to realise he was kidnapped. Of course he's gonna whine. He was kidnapped. I'm really open to comments, and so please tell me why he's annoying, because I've got no idea. I mean, I love this future. I mean, the story is,
Well, so you've learned absolutely nothing since you left us.
you know,
Walking into an elevator.
without the Animus, there is no Assassin's Creed. So I don't know what people were even, and without Desmond, there was no Assassin's Creed. There is no
Where's my
Assassin's
father?
Creed 1 without Desmond.
You'll see him soon enough. Now be a good boy and wait for security to fetch you.
You're gonna have to climb the rest of the way.
It's like, yeah, some people say, like, you know, it takes you out the immersion, but it's never been, it's always been the Animus. I mean, it's been there since the start. Assassin's Creed 1, it starts with Desmond and the present time, and I don't know why people are saying,
Eyes on him. He can't be far. Where the hell is he?
it's like people are saying, it's hard to explain. It's like people are saying the immersion gets taken away from them when they play as when they get taken out into Desmond. Why? The immersion is you're in this world. The world is Desmond. The world is the present time, going back in time, back in memories. That is the game. The game isn't, you know, the immersion. This is still the immersion. This bit here is still the immersion. This is the game. These, you know, I don't understand how this breaks immersion. This is the game. This is the game. This is the game. This is part of the game. You know, I don't get it. Ah. I personally think it's really cool you get a gun here.
Dad, sorry, but I just don't know where he is.
I believe you could pick up a gun. I'm not sure how, but...
That's okay. I do.
And if you haven't been... you shouldn't be watching this as spoilers anyway, because it's spoilers. But in Assassin's Creed 1, you know, he goes into that room, and he goes back into his room and he sees all that stuff. That's so interesting. It's so cool. It's so crazy. It's awesome. And I don't know why. I love this. I love the fact that there's... So you've got the personal story as Connor. Then you've got Desmond's personal story. And then you've got this overarching story of the end of the world and the Apples of Edens. It's really awesome, and I love stuff like that. So we'll be going, and it's so cool. I don't get, how is this not awesome? You've gone back to Abstergo. It's crazy awesome. I mean, it's like the best parts of the game. I'm sorry, sir, you can't come in here. That's weird. I mean this mission and the first Desmond mission. The first Desmond mission is awesome. You're climbing it's cool just to have that Assassin's Creed free running while climbing like a present day building. It's just kind of cool to do that, and you can parachute. It's crazy. It's awesome. It's just really cool to see the present day in Assassin's Creed. You've seen like the outside world for the first time. You do. And so the first mission and this mission are the best one. There's only like 2. And even the second one's still really good. And that hurt. See, look how cool this is. You've gone back to your first place. It's crazy. I don't understand how people can't love the Animus. The Animus is such a cool thing, and the present day. You know, how can people not like the present day Assassins and Templar bit? I don't get it.
It's stupid. All right, Desmond. Game's over. Not now. Not now. Я еще ждет работа. Нет. Get out!
What the hell was that?
See, look how crazy this is. You've gone back to the same room you were in the first place. This is awesome. They built a bit around it now. And, I mean, I might fail, but in the first game, it was so cool because it was just this mystery of, you know, you had no idea why he was kidnapped. And it was so cool to just explore, like walk around and snoop. And it was, I don't understand how people can't like this and how people, they think he's annoying. And it's so, I don't understand how, it's so interesting to find out the backstory of Desmond. You know, why he was kidnapped. And why, and just the story.
Enough is enough, Mr. Miles. I invited you here in the spirit of cooperation, but you responded to my hospitality with only violence. I had hoped we might preserve you and further study your memories.
And
But you're not worth
I'm really a big fan of just like talking to people in games and, you know, exposition. I guess, I don't know. I love, you know, when you get out of the Animus, you can talk to your dad, Rebecca, and Wheatley, and Stephen Merchant. It's just, it's so, I don't know why, but this is very weird. It's so interesting. I love just talking to like the characters or the like present day characters, and you know, getting their story. And it's interesting. It's interesting. It's not boring. It's interesting. I have a gun.
Diddick's office is up ahead.
I mean, seriously.
You killed him.
Bob.
And it was like a son.
Bob.
A sickly son, perhaps, but one full of promise.
Like, if Like, is the equivalent of Desmond whining is like saying, Adam Jensen. He goes, "I never asked for this." You know, that's how much whining he does in this game. He does like no whining. There's no whining, and it's completely justified anyway if he does.
You're a fanatic all your time, maintaining the erroneous belief that we are evil, that the work we do is wrong. Enrich lives here, we save and transform them. But you just keep saying.
For some reason, when I first played this, obviously now it's not as. I just shot him with my finger. It's not as, you know, because I've done it before. But oh dear. Ow. It was so cool to get a gun, like a futuristic gun. It was so cool just to get like a normal gun. And look at this, how awesome this is. Ah, it's awesome. It's so cool to see Abstergo. He's dyed his hair. He had grey hair.
Not so fast, Mr. Miles. In case you hadn't noticed, I'm the one calling the shots. Now give me the apple.
And now his hair's grey again.
You want it? Fine. Here it is.
Wait! No!
Bong. Ooh. Not very smart, is he?
You never should have come here. You put everything on the line. For what? So you could rescue your father?
Yeah.
He's not annoying, I'm telling you, he's not annoying. I don't get it. And there's obviously, I mean, you shouldn't be watching this video after spoilers. I mean, look, I mean, I've always loved this. How is this not cool? How is this not awesome? How is this immersion breaking? Like, I will get to the, we'll do this. Okay, so where was he? Back here.
I'd get the power source hooked up before heading back into the Animus. But it's your call.
Yeah. I'm just thinking of another thing. It's like I said, you know, you got the story of Ezio or Connor or, you know, whoever the actual character is, or Kenway or whatever. What's it going to be? You know, and then you've got the story of Desmond, personal story of Desmond, and then you've got this overarching story of the end of the world. What people are saying is they basically just want the Connor story, or they just want the Ezio story. They don't want any of the Animus. They just want a Assassin's game set in this time. But that's not what it is. It is this, and it's awesome. I don't get it. Even if they don't, even if, you know, I still don't understand why this isn't, people don't understand this is awesome.
Hello.
Hey. Do you think killing Vidic set Abstergo back?
I doubt it. I'm sure he pioneered the Animus, but they've had the technology for decades now. Plenty of other people can take his place.
And Cross?
Oh, he was a loose cannon. I doubt anyone's mourning his death. I think these days he was more a symbol than an asset. I'm sorry, I don't mean to dismiss what you did. But it's going to take a lot more than a couple of deaths to stop the Templars.
Alright, so let's go put this thing up there, or up there somewhere. It's up there. How is it? Like, how does no one like this? This is cool. It's cool. Call yourself nerds. You call yourself nerds. How can you not like the Animus? Let's see. I guess I'm, like I said, in my earlier videos, I'm a really good listener, and I find things. I can listen to things that I find interesting for ages, and I find this really interesting. And it's so interesting to find the backstory of how they tried to, what they done to try and stop it, what they done, you know, and how they've tried to like warn us to stop it from happening again. I'll get up here. I want to do that. And I want more of it. I think there isn't enough. It's like 20-hour game and there's like 3 Desmond parts. I kind of wish it was at least 5. I don't know. Maybe it is the right amount. It's like, it's nice though, because it's like, here's the thing. You remember that part? I guess, well, yeah, but you remember that part in Uncharted 2 where, spoilers. Remember that part? If you haven't played Uncharted 2, remember that part in Uncharted 2 when obviously you wake up in that village, and it's a break. It's a break from the action, the chaos, and it's nice to just explore, take it in. You know, it's like a rest, and this is kind of the same thing, but more actiony. It's like a rest. It's like a nice break, a nice breather in a way. Where does this go? Someone said the soundtrack's not awesome. It's awesome. I love the soundtrack, even if it's not, you know, it's different. Like, I mean, what was good? I mean, Assassin's Creed 2, the soundtrack, in all the other Assassin's Creed games, the soundtrack wasn't great. The best part of the soundtrack was the intro. Amazing soundtrack for the amazing song for, you know, sound for the intro, just like in Assassin's Creed 3 and all of them. But soundtrack, the actual like combat soundtrack, is kind of poop in every game. And here's the thing, people say, oh, you know, you like exposition. I don't know. I don't know what words I'm saying. You use words, but you don't know what they mean. You know, I like the story. I like getting the backstory, and people say, but I hate story games. I hate games that are just story and like no gameplay. Because, you know, gameplay needs to be good, and then if the story's great, then I can. If the gameplay sucks and the story's amazing, I can't like the problem is the gameplay. All I'm thinking is how bad the gameplay is when I'm watching the cutscenes, or when I'm watching, you know, the story fold out. But in this game, you know, it's fun. Free runnings are really fun. You know, I don't see, you know, so that's why, you know, don't say like you should just play story-based games then, because I hate just story-based games. I can't play them. So that's why I think Desmond's not annoying. He's not annoying. Anyone who thinks he's annoying, I don't know. I would love to see what you find really. I'd love to see what you find really annoying. Let's just say you'd probably murder me because I'm not I'm like only like a tiny bit more annoying than Desmond. Desmond isn't annoying. It's like saying, I don't know. I can't think. I can't think. It's like saying the apple is more annoying than like a pear. It's like they're not annoying, and like Desmond. It's like saying, you know, Desmond is not annoying, and it doesn't take much to be much more annoying than Desmond, because Desmond is not annoying. He's just a guy. Completely understand. Even when he does whine, he was kidnapped in the first game. He was kidnapped. He's put all this pressure on him. Of course, he's gonna break down like once in a while, get angry. I mean, Jesus. So that's why I think Desmond's not annoying. Please leave in the comments why he's annoying, or why you think he's annoying. I'm not saying. I mean, obviously, people find other people annoying. I'm not saying it's fact that Desmond is not annoying, but I'm just saying, compared to other people, I think it's completely understandable, even when he does whine a little bit. That, like, I've never, up until recently, up until Assassin's Creed 3 came out, I'd never heard anyone say Desmond was annoying, and then everyone was like, and then I found out everyone hated him. And I was like, what? Because not once annoyed me in the whole franchise. So, leave comments. Tell me why you think he's annoying.